And now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq sent a cable of condolences to His Excellency General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, Chairman of the Transitional Sovereignty Council of the Republic of Sudan, on the victims of the landslides that occurred in the village of Tarsin in the west of the Republic. His Majesty the Sultan sent a cable of greetings to the governors of the Republic of San Marino, His Excellency Denise Bronzatti and His Excellency Italo Righi on the occasion of the Republic's National Day. Within the framework of the solid relations and the renewed cooperation binding the Sultanate of Oman with the Republic of Iraq, His Excellency Mohammed Shia al-Sudani, Prime Minister of the Republic of Iraq, will arrive in the Sultanate of Oman tomorrow for a two-day official visit, during which he will hold official talks with His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq. His Excellency the Prime Minister will be accompanied during the visit by an official delegation comprising a number of senior Iraqi government officials. The Shura Council Office, during its 14th meeting, discussed the Council of Ministers' response to the request submitted by the Education, Scientific Research and Innovation Committee regarding the services provided by the cultural attaché to students studying abroad. The response indicated that the government is paying utmost attention for its citizens studying abroad through continuous coordination and effective integration among the relevant authorities. The meeting also reviewed the report of the Education, Scientific Research and Innovation Committee regarding the employment of female graduates majoring in information technology, in addition to the report of the committee regarding financial allocations for internal scholarship students in private higher education institutions. The Council Office tackled the response of His Excellency the Minister of Health to the request for briefing on the unification of health data between military and civilian hospitals, as well as a number of topics, ministerial responses and follow-up tools. The meeting was presided over by His Excellency Khalid bin Hilal al-Ma'wali, Chairman of the Shura Council. To enrich tourism experience in the Sultanate of Oman and to keep pace with the future strategic plans, Omran Tourism Development Company has announced investment partnerships in the tourism sector worth 1.1 billion Omani riyals. Here's a report.
Partnerships and investment agreements with a number of local and international institutions, along with designs and master plans for several integrated tourism complex projects, were among the highlights unveiled by the Oman Tourism Development Company, Umran Group, during its celebration of the 20th anniversary of its establishment. This comes within the framework of supporting the tourism sector, attracting foreign direct investment, and enhancing economic diversification.
Madinat Al-Arfan is one of the most important urban development within Madinat Al-Arfan, spanning over 7 million square meters of land, and we dedicate around 36% of the land to open area and greenery as well. In Madinat Al-Arfan, established as a master developer, our mandate is to master planning the project, execution of the infrastructures, and partnering with the private sector as well to develop part of the components.
Umran Group has worked on developing integrated tourist destinations and hospitality assets that embrace both authenticity and modernity, while offering distinctive experiences that showcase Oman's rich tourism potential. Among these are the agreement to implement agricultural works for the Salala Gardens project, a number of resorts, caves, and nature reserves projects, as well as the Opera District project. 20 years on, Umran Group is moving into a new phase of its journey, aiming to position the Sultanate of Oman as a leading tourism and investment destination in harmony with its authentic identity and sustainable values.
The Supreme Judiciary Council, represented by the Public Prosecution, today hosted the 5th annual meeting of the Arab Association for Prosecutors in the Dhofar Governorate. The event was attended by a number of public prosecutors and attorney generals from Gulf and Arab nations. The meeting addressed several key things, most notably enhancing Arab judicial cooperation to ensure its effectiveness in combating crime, especially cross-border offences. It also focuses on exchanging criminal expertise and unifying perspectives to address shared challenges posed by rapidly evolving crime patterns and methods. The meeting also honored a number of distinguished professionals from the public prosecution and attorney general offices of member states. On the sidelines of the meeting, a specialized seminar on digital currency crimes will be held, focusing on investigation, mechanisms for digital currency cases, and evidence preservation, with member states sharing their experiences in this field. The total value of real estate transactions in the Sultanate of Oman exceeded 1.5 billion Omani riyals by the end of last July. Data issued by the National Center for Statistics and Information showed 24.1% increase in fees collected for all legal transactions, reaching 47,400,000 Omani riyals. Indicators also showed a 15.4% increase in the value of sales contracts by the end of last July. While the number of sales contracts declined slightly by 1%, regarding property ownership, the number of real estate transactions issued by the end of last July increased by 2.7%, reaching 134,206 properties. Sohar Port and Free Zone signed an agreement to develop a unique project aimed at establishing advanced infrastructure to supply ships docked at the container terminal quay with electricity at Port Sohar. The technology will enable ships docked at the port to be connected by the electricity grid and turn off their auxiliary engines to generate electricity. This technology aims to reduce fuel consumption, limit greenhouse gas emissions and air pollutants, and lower noise levels in the port's vicinity. The project is expected to attract global shipping lines looking forward to reduce their environmental footprint and comply with the requirements of International Maritime Organization. Still to come in our news bulletin. The third edition of Literary Creativity Award is launched for school students. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. The Sultan Qaboos Military College at the Royal Army of Oman Academy today conducted a field exercise for the final training exercise Shield 30 for its officer cadets. The exercise was held under the auspices of Major General Musallam Mohammed Ja'bub, commander of the Sultan's Special Force. The exercise took place in the Royal Army of Oman training grounds in the Dhofar Governorate. The attendees were briefed on the various stages and training objectives of the exercise. They then observed the field exercise, which was conducted with live ammunition according to the planned scenario. A delegation from the Indian Navy headed by Rear Admiral Kartik Smiral visited the Maritime Security Center. During the visit, the delegation was briefed on the roles of the Maritime Security Center and its efforts to maintain the security and safety of the environment and navigation in the maritime areas of the Sultanate of Oman. The delegation also viewed the center's facilities and the modern technologies and systems it is equipped with. The Sultanate of Oman and Pakistan are working to strengthen private sector cooperation and investment in Muscat. The Omani-Pakistani Business Forum brought together business leaders to explore new opportunities and partnerships aimed at boosting trade and supporting Oman Vision 2040. More details in the coming report.
Enhancing cooperation and investment between the private sectors of the Sultanate of Oman and the Islamic Republic of Pakistan topped the agenda of the Oman-Pakistan Business Forum, organized by the Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry in Muscat. The forum aimed to create an attractive and stimulating investment environment between the two friendly countries.
We are extremely grateful to Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry for organizing this event today. Our delegation is a very diverse delegation from people from various sectors, including textile and including food industry, including IT and AI as well. The purpose of today's event is to provide an opportunity to the businessmen of both sides to sit together and explore avenues of collaboration in various sectors. The trade is more than $1 billion. It's around $1.2 to $1.3 billion. Oman has a trade surplus because the major component from Oman is export of oil. But now the focus is on both sides to increase the percentage of non-oil commodities also, and I think today's B2B meeting, and we are also planning an expo later, they will pave the way for increasing the percentage of non-oil commodities in our bilateral trade, inshallah.
The forum reviewed opportunities for cooperation and investment across a wide range of sectors, including food security, information and communications technology, education, textiles, health, construction, travel and tourism, as well as automobile trade, imports and exports, and sports goods.
I think this is a very good opportunity for the Pakistani businessmen. They can look at how they're going to increase their business. Oman is a gateway, and Oman is a diverse business opportunities. The all areas, it will be IT, it will be the furniture, it will be in other textile and all. This is my request to the businessmen from Pakistan. They should focus it and get the benefit where they are.
The number of people, local business community which has gathered here, it shows itself that how potential this visit is and how important it is. This visit, and along with the other visit which we have done recently, it is very much important for bilateral trade in between both countries. Such frequent visit, maybe the conversion rate, if we see now, which we are aiming, is not that high. And I'm sure with the B2B meetings, with the exhibition which we are planning, with the more frequent delegation, frequent meeting, we can have a higher conversion rate between trade between Pakistan and Oman.
The Oman-Pakistan Business Forum seeks to boost trade exchange between the two sides, while promoting the sharing of expertise and experiences to build sustainable partnerships across various sectors. The initiative also supports economic diversification in line with the objectives of Oman Vision 2040. This is Afra Amr reporting for the Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
The Omani Society for Writers and Literacy launched Literary Creativity Award in its third edition for the year 2025-2026 for school students. The award was classified among the 3 age groups and different categories such as poetry recitation, short story writing, and literary text analysis. The award aims to explore and develop students' talent and guide them to various approaches to build their self-confidence. It also aims to shape students' literary skills at young age. The awards launch ceremony was held under the auspices of His Excellency Dr. Abdullah bin Khamis Al Busaidi, Under-Secretary of the Ministry of Education for Education. The activities of the Tourism Hackathon 2025 concluded in the Wilaya of Duqm in Al Wusta Governorate. The event was organized by the Ministry of Heritage and Tourism with broad participation from entrepreneurs and tourism enthusiasts across the Sultanate of Oman. Here's a report.
Tourism Hackathon 2025 registered more than 470 participants, which reflects the growing interest in delivering innovative solutions for the future of Omani tourism. Following a thorough evaluation process, 17 teams qualified to compete in multiple areas, including sustainable tourism, digital transformation, and visitor experience.
We're here to mentor, nurture, and support local talent in Oman in this beautiful hackathon to give us new and inspiring ideas for tourism, specifically for this beautiful area, Duqm, which is blessed by many natural resources and ability.
Over the course of 3 days, participants worked on developing practical solutions to real challenges facing the tourism sector within an interactive and encouraging environment. The event also included various training workshops that aimed to equip the participants with necessary skills on business, investment pitching, market research, and audience analysis.
My project is mainly focused on the idea of introducing wellness programs for employees. It's mainly aimed at corporates. However, this is a bit of a new concept in the region. Our idea is basically to introduce a camp-like structure, so nothing of the luxury sort. And its intention is to immerse employees that are very stressed, very burnt out, in a very natural kind of atmosphere.
Tourism Hackathon 2025 represents a significant milestone in the path of tourism innovation and entrepreneurship, underscoring the commitment of various stakeholders to empower the youth and shape the future of Oman's tourism sector.
Raisut Industrial City in the Far Governorate continues to strengthen its position as a gateway for investment thanks to its strategic location near Salalah Port and international markets, along with advanced facilities and investor-friendly incentives that support economic diversification in the Sultanate of Oman. Here's more to this report.
Raisut Industrial City, pertaining to the Public Establishment for Industrial Estates Madain, enjoys a prime location just minutes from Salalah Port and close to Salalah International Airport. This connectivity gives it a unique advantage, linking the Sultanate of Oman directly with Africa, Asia, and beyond, and making Raisut a natural hub for trade and production.
Raisut Industrial City is one of the strategic industrial city of Oman. In Madain, we have about 15 industrial cities around Oman, from Sandam up to Dhafar. Why Raisut is important? Because it is nearby the Salalah International Airport.
Today, the city hosts over 190 projects with investments exceeding 623 million Omani riyals. Its sectors range from plastics and chemicals to food, pharmaceuticals, and logistics. This mix reflects the dynamism of Raisut, where factories, warehouses, and service centers are creating jobs and boosting Oman's role in global supply chains.
Now we reach about 200 factories accommodated in Raisut Industrial City in different sectors, especially in pharmaceutical and in food and in oil and gas and building materials. Okay, and we are now focusing in exploring the investments, okay, and which can also integrate with the Oman Vision 2040, especially in food security and pharmaceutical security.
What investors find at Raisut Industrial City is not just space to operate, but a system built for progress and ease of doing business. The Masar Service Center provides investors with a single point for all permits and approvals, while long-term leases, tax exemptions, and customs benefits create a climate designed for growth. Here at Raisut Industrial City, the blueprint of Oman's future is clear, where opportunity, industry, and investment come together to turn the southern gateway into a global economic hub. Reporting from Raisut Industrial City, this is Saleh Bukhalfan Rahbi, Bufar, Governorate.
This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty the Sultan sends a cable of condolences to the chairman of the Transitional Sovereignty Council of the Republic of Sudan on the victims of the landslides in the village of Tarsin, west of the Republic. His Excellency the Prime Minister of the Republic of Iraq pays a 2-day official visit to the Sultanate of Oman starting tomorrow. And with a cost worth 1.1 billion Omani Riyals, Omran Group announces investment partnership in the tourism sector with several local and international establishments. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the studios and the newsroom, it's good night and stay safe.